Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we're talking love and marriage Huntsville. Today we are talking, and trust me, I did not want to talk about this, but once again, Martell Holt's slide chick is getting on live and slandering Melody Shari for no reason. Saying expletives, saying that, people were coming for her in the comments saying, you need to leave Mel alone. And she's all like, well, her whole life is based off of me. She's making music off of me. Her whole storyline on the show is because of me. No. No, it's not. Nobody's discussing you. What happened to those reviews this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville you were going to do that you said that you were the topic of conversation? Where are those videos at? Where are those reviews? And she's clearly watching the YouTubers because tonight she decides to do a live where there's no screaming children in the background, where there's no screaming kids. So I just can't, you guys. Oh, and then she says that she basically does not want her son she doesn't want to date her son, and basically implied that Martell's mom is dating Martell and said she's not raising Knox that way, and that she's going to let him cry sometimes and tell him to suck it up, and that if you have a problem with it, oh well. And she was like giving middle fingers to people. I don't understand, those of you that are fans of the side chick, why you guys are giving her views. Why are you giving her this attention? But I specifically wanted to do this video because I wanted to defend Melody. And I'm just disgusted that, this side chick will not give up her obsession with her. Like, her and Martell have been divorced. Mel has moved on with her life. She is doing her own thing. She literally is promoting new lipstick that's coming out. Not even talking about any songs or anything else. And yet you still are obsessed with the girl. And all that tells me is that you do not have the guy, you do not have any money, and you still want fame and clout. And you're not getting the attention you want, so you're going to continue to go on live every single day to prove once more that you and Martell are not a thing, because Martell is probably with his real girlfriend. And you sit on there and you complain for hours and hours and hours. And you make this all about Melody Shari. When Melody Shari is not thinking about you, when Melody Shari is not, featuring you or nothing, and then she's making jabs about whether or not Melody Shari had oral sex, like, that's not even your business. That's not even your business at all. And then she's up here talking about how she doesn't chase a married man. You went on Tasha K and said that you found out shortly after that Martell was married and you still wanted to be with him. So what are you talking about? You knowingly continue to entertain a married man, and you don't understand why people feel a certain way. And because you do not like Melody, you think you are validated in continuing to have an affair with a married man, continuing to have a kid with a married man. You think that that's okay because you don't like the wife. But it's funny because the wife actually was funding your lifestyle. And that's the real tea. The real tea is Melody Shari is the breadwinner. Melody Shari is the brains behind the operation. And instead of Martell getting his education, getting his licenses, he was spending Mel's money on you. But now that him and Mel are no longer married, and she didn't even bother to ask for child support because she knew that Martell was worth $0, you now have to put on these stunts for the gram to make it seem like your life is so amazing. But it's not. Because if you were really living in this bliss with Martell, you wouldn't be on live every night for several hours trying to convince people otherwise. And then you're still making comments about people DMing him about what you said on the live. And now all of a sudden today you don't care. You don't care that people DM him, but you literally just did a live previously saying that you needed to call some people out because you were tired of them DMing your baby's father. So which is it? Like, this is what I mean. You're not built for this. You're not built for this. And you were the person who wanted to come out to the forefront. You were the person who wanted to debut yourself to the world because you kept saying that people were looking for you and none of us were looking for you. We didn't care that you existed. We wanted you gone. That was the whole point. We wanted you to go away because it was disrespectful, this whole situation. And there's no way the show is being edited to make Melody look sympathy. Have you watched the show? The whole cast literally is obsessed with her and slandering her and defaming her for no reason. And she's the one who got cheated on. She's the one who's been disrespected. She's the one where her husband is getting a mistress pregnant at the same time she's pregnant. Like, what is it computing for people? And that's how you know somebody is so vile and somebody is so disgusting and somebody is so nasty because they can't even own their own mess. They can't even own that they were disrespectful. They can't even own that they were in the wrong for sleeping with a married man. She's literally justifying this nonsense. And I couldn't take anymore. I could not take anymore. And for people still entertaining her, I need to question your morals, your ethics, and your values. Because this is not somebody that you need to be giving the additional clout, the additional fame, and the additional attention. But I specifically wanted to come on here because I wanted to defend Melody Shari because this is getting ridiculous, you guys. Like, she's not even a factor on the show. So why are you still discussing Mel? Mel's not even talking about you. She's not doing anything about you. Literally, even her recent songs aren't even about you. So why do you care? Why are you stalking Mel and stalking Mel's every move and making it about yourself when she's not even thinking about you? She's not even talking to Martell, let alone. So why are you pressed? Like, aren't you supposed to be happy? Why are you giving people middle fingers? And then up here trying to invoke God and invoke, how some people take their secrets to the grave and how everybody's made mistakes and this and that. Everybody's made mistakes, but everybody is not knowingly sleeping with married people and bragging about it and insulting the wife. That is not somebody who is living like a Christian or having a Christian mindset, or learning from their sins, because a person would have immediately found out when somebody else was married, you would have immediately stopped. But you like the allure of an older man. You like these little cheap little weekend trips for $70 to Miami. You loved, the fake knockoff bags that Martell was getting you and everything else, and you thought you leveled up. And quit nursing school, quit your career, quit your life for this man, and turned it into a competition with the wife. And even now the wife is no longer in the picture, you're still losing. Even with Mel Shari long gone, you're still not a factor. Even with Mel Shari no longer financing your life, you still don't have Martell fully. And that's the real tea. Because why does Martell have to keep contacting you and cussing you out? Shouldn't he be living with you? Yeah. He's only with you when you're trying to convince people on your live that are calling you out because it's fake news. Because if he was with you, you would not be going on live every night complaining and having to drop Mel's name for relevance because she's not even talking about you. And hasn't been talking about you. You're the person who keeps bringing her name up because that's the only reason you can get people to come to your page. And that's the real tea. And you are not remorseful. You don't regret anything. You still have all this hate and malice towards Mel. So it says more about you than it does Mel, because Mel's not even thinking about you, talking about you, or anything. She's living her best life with her 20 businesses that she has going on. She has no time for your foolishness. And all it tells me is you're still pressed because you still do not have the guy. You did all the shenanigans. You did all this bragging about being a side chick, and you still not have the guy. And you have a child that is screaming and hollering every time you're on live. This is like the one time it hasn't happened because you finally went live late enough in the night to where the kids are probably asleep. But any other night, you are online for hours trying to convince people of this false narratives you keep putting out there. And you really want to try to turn millimeters off? You really want to try to turn people against the wife? Really? And that's what I mean. You have not learned your mistakes. You are not a Christian. Do not invoke God into something when you know you are doing wrong, when you know you are sinning yourself. I hate when people do that. Don't try to invoke God or scripture or Christianity and you know you're actively sinning, trying to be the moral police, trying to use that against somebody else to make yourself feel superior. No. Because if you truly believed in God, you know right from wrong. You know what's a sin and what isn't. And you would have immediately stopped the shenanigans with Martell and wouldn't have carried on for this whole thing for 5 years, aborting children multiple times nonetheless, and turning it into a competition with a wife that he married in a church, shared vows, and was supposed to be committed to for the rest of his life. So don't invoke God into this. Don't do that. When you're not living godly yourself, you're giving people middle fingers, you're cursing like a sailor, you're being disrespectful, you're being nasty on Instagram Live. No. That's not going to work, dear. And you need to let go of your obsession with Mel because it's getting weird. And Mel, please send this lady a gag order because she's not going to stop. Her whole existence is you. Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. So that is all the thoughts that I have. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. I didn't even bother playing any audio because I don't want to hear her voice right now. But I'm sure some of the other content creators will probably upload her live and you guys can check it out there. But I was just too through. I only listened for like a couple minutes and it was a couple minutes too long. So there was that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.